Y'all know I be having fun. There we go.
There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of When Life Talks. You know, it's your boy Joe Mack. Got my ace Boone Coon Crystal, and we got a
Oh
special
yeah.
guest. I know y'all was waiting on us last week, but due to technical difficulties, things came up. But we here. Y'all come in, y'all get settled. But before I introduce the special guest we have tonight. Just want to go back 2 episodes ago. I mean, a few of y'all here say y'all didn't think I was engaged enough. Let me tell y'all something. I value this. I treat this as a brand. I have a monitor to the side where I was trying to pull up information. So, but I appreciate y'all for always holding me accountable, keeping me accountable. I never violate the brand. To our guest that week, Mikey D. My apologies. Uh, and you know, Jay Jack, this is a platform that he built, so I would never do anything to discredit this brand that's being built. But without further ado, y'all know I'm here. I'm gonna keep being me. Uh, we got Miss Joaquina Warner from DWD Finances, Financial Army vet. I've been knowing her personally for girl, it's almost 15 years now. So
Don't tell our age.
she's one of the ones we go way back. But I have watched this black sister first and foremost. You know, a lot of our sisters don't get their flowers, build a business from the ground up, doing major things, uh, a pillar in the community where she's at, a pillar in her state. Um, I watched her go to multiple jurisdictions, multiple states, and she's just here tonight with all to drop gems, drop some knowledge about taxes, life insurance, all of the above. I know a lot of y'all have comments and concerns about this current administration. You know, we see the news every day. IRS workers getting fired. How would that impact your taxes this season? So we got the expert here. She may not know it all as to the ramification that's coming out of DC, but she can give y'all the basic fundamentals, the principles, what you need to do, how you need to do it, when you need to file, if you need to do some extensions and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna yield the mic. Chris, you got anything?
No, I'm ready to get it started.
Oh,
Yes, I'm ready.
Well,
well,
he
Joaquina,
ain't
take it
Yeah, I think
away.
you did a awesome with that introduction.
right.
Yes, let's get the party started. I guess Miss Joaquin can give us a brief synopsis of who you are, what you do, how your business operate, all that good stuff.
Okay. Of course, everyone, I look like a beauty queen right now because I'm in a bad makeup, but normally that's not how it looks. um, but I am the owner of DWD Financial. I started my business out of the pandemic, but before then, I was a manager of a tax office, so that's what started me to do my job. Um, and over the course of the 5 years, I have completed multiple degrees and certifications just to be able to be a pillar in my community and make sure that we know what we need to know. That's like the big thing in our community that is the financial piece. It's not taught in school and implementing right in high school, but it really needs to start early as kindergarten. So it's a blessing to be here.
Amazing. Was it choppy on your end, Matt?
Yeah, it was a little choppy. It
It,
was a
it,
little choppy.
it's
Yeah.
probably because of my age. Tell me, is it better?
Say something now.
Test it out. I'm gonna walk on this side. We have an old plant.
We're trying to
My,
get that good reception, y'all. So y'all come on in, get your questions ready. We're trying to get that good strong signal.
how about now? Still better.
Mm,
It's getting a little better.
yes.
I need to. Okay, how about still choppy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh, we where There's a lot of milk and bread. Let's see. No, that
No.
no. Okay.
We got this
And
we got this we got to send an antenna in a string where she at, y'all. We're gonna put
oh
them
yeah.
we're gonna put them wire antennas up in the air.
So let's try. Try to get away from the building. How about now? Now.
It's coming through a little clear, but you still have it's like a delay.
Okay, now how about that? Still choppy?
Crystal, how it sound on your end?
Yeah.
Yes. Uh-huh. Um, say something now.
Can you
Oh
still
no, you went out all the way.
um, can you do it? I'll do that.
Y'all bear with us. We trying to get that strong signal. Okay, we now you clear. Now say something. Wherever you was at.
Right here. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I
A
can
lot
hear it clearer now. Yeah.
a lot better.
Okay. Okay. We'll stay right here.
Well, we don't want you standing. Is you standing in the parking lot?
I'm standing in the road, but it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Little pistol start in the parking lot, y'all.
Yeah, it's okay.
So go ahead
Okay.
and go ahead and do the reintroduction again. Let's see if because they might have missed it.
Okay. Um, like you know, the owner of DWD Financial. I started my business 2020 out of the pandemic. In the course of the past 5 years, my business has grown tremendously. Um, to the point my next year I'm considering franchising it out. All right, was that better? I don't
Mhm.
think I was shot.
Yeah, it was coming. It was coming in, then it went. Then it went out.
Yeah.
But y'all, we gonna try to we gonna let her get a good position, and we gonna try to keep this show rocking and rolling. Um,
Mhm. Okay.
we're trying to get that good. We're trying to get that good signal because we want y'all to get this valuable information. Crystal, you still live on your end? Okay, yeah, she dropped down.
Refresh it. Yeah.
Okay, J Jack always in the back on the ones and twos. But y'all, as y'all come in and get situated, maybe have to log out and call it back. Why can't it try it now?
Okay, I'll come back.
Okay. That works.
Hello, hello, Aunt Delina. We see you out there.
Do you hear static?
From my end,
Yeah.
no, not coming from you. You clear.
Okay.
Yeah, you clear.
Cool.
But
Yeah. So
y'all, we
thank
try.
y'all for tuning in tonight. We're gonna have Miss Rakita on here dropping dreams. I'll give you
Okay, great.
information.
So is that better?
I heard you clearly.
There you go.
Okay.
Uh-oh, she had a good spot. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, that's why you have to upgrade to that 5G, that 5G plus.
Don't do
you,
her.
you have to stay on that 5. But hey, look, we trying to get her to drop these gems, y'all. She we having these technical difficulties. But hey, as she gets situated to get in and be able to come in, um, It's a lot of rhetoric going on, and that's what tonight's show was about. Taxes and life insurance and all that good stuff. So
Mhm.
you know, best thing I would tell folks, as we always talk, we all veterans, so we have a lot of people that's up in that DC area at the Pentagon. Don't panic. You're seeing all the firings. Continue to do your daily lives. When it comes to things that you need to take care of, your taxes are very important for you all who file your taxes, and don't want no folks coming looking for you. So I wouldn't get caught up in the media. It is a serious situation going on in America, but just got that Metro P. Somebody- she got something going on. But yeah,
I don't,
so
can you hear me?
we got you now.
Okay. No, it's not no Metro PCS. I'm at a warehouse, so it's brick and all of that. It's an old warehouse.
We hear you
Hey,
clear as day
hey,
now.
we hear you clear as day now. Hey, y'all hear that South Carolina coming out? I'm gonna tell where she from. So Joaquin, go ahead and reintroduce yourself for the fifth time for the brother on the fifth floor, and we gonna get this show rocking.
So I'm Joaquina Warner, the owner of DWD Financial. It's based out of South Carolina. Started in 2020 out of the pandemic, but I'm actually have expanded over the past 5 years. So I'm actually looking at franchising the next tax year. So
Awesome.
You want to kick it off, Crystal, with the round robin questions? I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we sent Joaquin a boatload of questions, but as always, if you got questions, please drop them in the chat. She here to answer them. She here to walk you through things.
Yes. So just kind of walk a person through like the steps of filing, I guess, the proper taxes in this season. I guess going through maybe if they're single, married, have a business. Like, what would be the proper steps that they would need to file to make sure their stuff is done correctly and in order?
so the first step I would say is don't be so quick to file. A lot of times people are trying to file early so they can get money back quick, but you miss out on other forms that haven't been received. So have a little patience. Make sure you got everything because you have to consider previous employers have to mail you out your W-2s, 1099s, which is a contractor. Um, but not only that, you have your 401k and stock and everything that you may have in other companies outside of work. And it just takes time for those forms to come. So you definitely want to slow down, be patient, let everything come in, make sure you have all your documents first. Then also understand the correct filing styles you should be. I think a lot of times people think head of household is the better filing status, but that's not always the case if you're married, because you have a higher standard deduction when you're married. So just understanding what each filing status is and where you should be filing it. Sometimes people just, oh, I'm gonna get my money, he'll be all right, or vice versa. And then I always make sure you choosing someone that's a tax preparer that's legitimate. You have a lot of people that would do scams um, and add things that shouldn't be on there to get you the bigger amount because the more you make, the more they get with their fees. So you just want to be cautious of that.
Just talking to someone yesterday how we were seeing those signs that say, "Hey, I'll get you $10,000." It's like every year it go up. It'll start 3,000 and 6,000. This year I'm seeing signs that say 10,000.
You should be very careful of that because nobody should guarantee you anything before I seeing your paperwork. Like, how can I guarantee you 10, 15, 20,000 if I don't even know what you have? So, you know, already they have created a formula that's going to get you that no matter what you have. And that's most likely a scam or fraud. So, you want to be very careful of that.
Couples filing together or separate?
Married filing separate is the least favorite filing status, and that's because you lose a lot of credits when you do marriage filing separately. So it's the least one favorite one that you want to use. Now, sometimes people file it because maybe one spouse owe child support or some type of leaving, and they do that. But understand that you might be cutting your refund because you're choosing that style. So if you're married, I definitely recommend joint.
Yes, I know back in the day I used to file that because I was like, I ain't giving my money to the state.
And y'all in the audience, if y'all seen that comment said "Leave my baby alone," that's her mother that's in the background. Um,
My biggest
we,
fan.
Okay.
we gonna mess with your baby because that 1G was taking forever to load. But we have fun on this show, Miss Sullivan. We have fun on this show.
Yes. Here, because some people get, so caught up in, like you said, rushing a file, want to get that initial big rush of a payment. And like you say, they losing out on a lot of different incentives. So I guess the best bet is just to kind of sit back, get with somebody that's knowledgeable and that's going to do everything correctly so you don't have to worry about the IRS on the back end.
Correct. And read over everything before you file. I have so many people who have come to me and they're like, oh, I didn't know they did this and this and that. And I'm like, you didn't look at your papers before you signed? Like, it said you in school. And they're like, no, I'm not in school. Well, you have a whole school credit or you have a whole business. So you need to definitely look over your documents before you sign.
Question: how do you file nonprofit taxes?
So nonprofit works two separate ways. I tell people if you're doing nonprofit taxes, make sure you're using someone that's experienced with it, and they should also be communicating with you throughout the year on your bookkeeping. Because if you just come to somebody and say, "Hey, I'm a nonprofit," and you give them their papers, do they have all your documentation throughout the year of your expenses and everything that you have done for the charity or the nonprofit that you are working or hosting? So that's the first step. Don't just go get your taxes done when you're a nonprofit. You need to make sure that someone's bookkeeping throughout the year and they are part of that process throughout the year.
Y'all take notes now. She dropping gems. I'm over here writing little notes down. Bookkeeping.
And that's the same thing for a business as well, not just a nonprofit. If you're going to do your bookkeeping, that's fine, but you need to also be communicating with the person who do your taxes on a at least on a quarter basis on what you have, so they can make sure that if you need to file at the end of the year, you might need to file quarterly.
Okay. And what will warrant you to have to file quarterly? The tax bracket, the amount of money you make with that business?
The amount of money you make. So like a lot of people that make a lot of money, for example, like a truck driver, they have a lot of expenses, but they also make a lot of money. You wait till the end
Mhm.
of the year file, you got a huge bill when you could have been paying quarterly so they can help reduce that bill or even break even. So definitely the amount of income that you're making quarterly is definitely going to be the best option.
I had to put. I'm gonna pull one of my questions up.
Hmm.
I mean, I know you went over a lot. You breaking a lot of stuff down. What is the most common mistake people make on their taxes? Something that you see that you be like, it just blow your mind that you're still seeing it.
People letting other people file their kids, definitely the biggest one. So then when they try to get on the right path and claim their kids, the other person has already beat you because they know you're trying to file your own kids. Two, incorrect filing status. You see that often. And three, not having patience and filing too early, and then you got to come back and do an amendment, which amendment can take forever with the IRS.
Okay. Do you teach a class? Because I know you say you want to franchise the business out. Will you kind of vet the people that want to kind of jump on your bandwagon, or will you provide a school? I mean, not a school, but a class that'll kind of help them set themselves up for success.
I actually do. I have two ways. I do an in-person class and online as well.
Okay. And your prices?
So the price vary because it's two parts. So if you just want to be a tax preparer, then that's a set price. And if you want to actually decide to be your own separate business owner, that package is a little bit more expensive because I actually show you how to do your bookkeeping. I actually show you
Mhm.
how to set up business properly. And then I also show you how you can manage your employees if you decide to hire.
Amazing.
So if you do the class just for being a tax preparer and you're going to work under one of my branches, then the fee is only $199. But if you decide you want to be your own business, which set up everything from your EIN, you need a PTIN, and all these acronyms might not mean nothing to y'all, but you need all this for a tax business. That package is actually one excuse me, it's 1,599. But you have all this set up at the end of the course. I do.
Okay.
It's set up in
All
three
right.
payments if you do that option.
That's cool.
Promoting black business. Yes,
Right.
yes.
I think taking the class, period, the initial one anyway, even if you don't want to go down that lane, I think it'll be helpful to anybody just to understand, how filing your taxes work. So,
Yes, and I think it
so-
just needed because a lack of knowledge on taxes, people are often overcharged, and then they also are not aware of what people are doing, and it's just because you just don't know. And so it's good just to know, even if you don't do taxes.
So we have a question. It said, "How do you think our president firing all those people at the IRS will affect our tax returns?"
So one thing about the IRS system is electronic. So if you are filing the same way, there's like no major changes. You go through an automated system. You really don't even get touched by a human at all. Now, there will be some people that have like red flags that would direct them in another direction. So, say for example, if you are constantly changing the dependents, you're changing, going back and forth from different filing statuses, you have a major jump in income, those create flags to your return, and then it routes you to a different path where you are audited. That may be a process that is held up because of less workers. But if you normally within the same filing status, same dependents, and nothing's majorly changed, then you're going straight through an automated system, so you won't be affected.
Dropping gems.
Okay, that's good to know. I know that was a question everybody wanted to know.
Okay.
How would it affect their credit?
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, my money.
Yeah, we gonna let you have that one.
Yeah,
I don't know who Donnie is. He Donnie.
right.
He Donnie to me. So Joaquin, I got a question for you. And
Mhm.
I over the years, I'm a tax act guru. So are those softwares good for people to use, or should they really be going?
So I'm being honest with you. If you just have a simple return and you're comfortable with putting yourself in tax ad, TurboTax, anything, definitely do it. Now, if you don't have a simple return, you have multiple different forms that you need to file. When you go in there, a lot of times it will tell you that you need to upgrade to the next package to claim it, and that's because you have a little bit more difficult tax situation. You can still use that if you feel comfortable. The key to it is your comfortability. A lot of times people think they can do something and can't, and then they get in there and mess it up. But if you feel comfortable, feel free to use it.
By the way, y'all, she doing my taxes this year. She ain't off the hook. I'm sending my W-2s in. I'm probably, I know I probably done jacked up something over the years. I need you to find all the money I done left.
I can do that.
Okay. We need a little bookkeep going on.
Oh yeah.
And one thing why we mentioned bookkeeping, if you feel comfortable, and it's really easy software, but Wave, it's called Wave Accounting. It's actually free, and I recommend it to a lot of people. If you don't have, you have a small business, you don't have the money to pay somebody to do it on a regular basis. Look up Wave Accounting software. It's free. It will allow you to keep up with your expenses. You can connect your business bank account to it, and it will keep a running record of when you're paying things out. And it actually, if you set it up for quarterly or annually, it will actually produce 1099s or W-2s, depending on if you're paying employees, and a year-end statement. So definitely look into that if you have a small business. Wave Accounting.
Okay, so WAVE accountant.
That's correct.
Okay,
We're gonna have to
that's
pin that.
good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm gonna have to look into that
Oh yeah.
tonight.
Oh yeah. All right. So another question, another random question. What items can be itemized that most people don't realize they can itemize them?
So first thing I want to say about itemizing is when Trump was in office the first time, he changed how we do taxes. He actually increased the standard deduction. So in order to itemize, you have to have enough expenses to be over the standard deduction. I will tell you, since I've been doing taxes, most people do not since he made that change. And it goes up every year. So that's the one thing. You might not have enough to itemize. But if you do, um, it goes from medical expenses, dental expenses, and when I say medical or dental, it's not cosmetic. Prescriptions, your house, properties that you own, if you're using a car for business, the miles. I'm trying to think everything in my head while I'm looking. If you have a business, you have advertising, marketing, businesses license, taxes that you pay, employees, wages is a deduction, travel, office expenses, supplies. It's a long list, but it has to again be over what your balance status standard deduction is, which is very high.
Okay. Yeah, so like for myself, I have a life coaching business, so I am trying to make sure um I kind of this year going forth kind of have my ducks in a row because I was scrambling this year when my tax person was like, "Do you have this? Do you have that?" And so now I know now I need to pull out the mileage. If I go to dinner and have a session, I need to have that receipt. So it's just a lot of stuff that I learned this year that I can put into action going forward.
And what you can do if you look into Wave, you can keep track of it monthly, weekly, whatever's best for you. So that way you ain't trying to write nothing down because we all know when we write something down, we throw it away or whatever. But if you use the Wave and you put the information in, it will keep all that in track for you. So at the end of the year, all you got to do is hit year end statement and provide that to her.
Linda said, "What about church contributions?"
That's as well, and it's not just church contributions, any type of charity. So Goodwill, United Way, any of those, if you donate to them, they can give you a statement to use. And your church usually, I know my church does, they give a tithe statement at the end of the year the beginning of the year for the what you paid for the full year.
Okay. So that's a good to know. Hmm. So you also stated that, or was it Matt, that you have a financing business as well?
Yeah. So,
Do you have
so under
like a
my
credit building or
umbrella
something?
is I am licensed for life insurance. I'm also a notary, so I do wills and deeds and anything that need to be notarized. If you can, it's a long list of things. So I do several different things to plan ahead.
Hmm.
So when it comes to that time, you're not in a bind or you're not.
So when it comes to life insurance, and you're looking at the skin tone of us on this podcast. What's the bare minimum insurance policy if you had to put a cap on a minimum that we should have so our loved ones not lost or left with that burden when that time come? Because I always tell people We got a born date and we got an expiration date that we don't know.
Anybody that what you can afford, pay for it. So if you need to, and the way I say this because some people always try to get just enough to bear themselves, but also think about the people that you leave behind. So you want to make sure what you can afford, you can get more. Because like my kids, I want to be able to leave them if I can $1 million in insurance. Okay, I want to be able to lead in now. Okay, here I come. So be able to that additional and so the difference and
Is you breaking up
can
again?
y'all still hear me?
Yeah, we got you
Oh,
now.
now
Repeat
there
that.
you go.
Yeah, repeat that
Okay.
last segment.
Did it drop? Did she drop? Did it drop? The sound?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah, we got you back.
I
Say,
can now.
repeat that last segment you were saying about.
I think. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I think we about to start this show.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah. But with life insurance, yeah. Okay. Thank you. Why should we go to have to see it? But biggest thing with life insurance, just make sure you get something that you can afford. But if you can afford more, do more.
All that good stuff. Did she drop it again?
We might have lost the signal.
Mm-hmm. See how quiet. Well, y'all could have been doing anything else tonight, but y'all rocking it out with us. We are on here. Where was on here with Miss Martina? We had some technical difficulties tonight with her trying to get a signal, but right now she has a prior engagement, but she wanted to come on and just kind of spread the word with us and drop some gems, answer some questions about, taxes and life insurance and all that good stuff. So the little bit that we did get from her was some gems. I know I learned a lot in that little bit. So hopefully you as well too. I'm sure Mac will coordinate with her and we'll bring back when we can have her for that full hour.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I was taking notes as well. One thing she did hit on is bookkeeping. So a lot of times, like, and she said something that's very valuable. That I think we need to pin. We'll write some stuff down and then we'll throw it away. So most of us nowadays we
Yes.
got these iPhones, we got these MacBooks, we got these different programs. Even in my line of work, I'm dealing with several different softwares. So I guess that record keeping of the things you do throughout the year, as Crystal alluded to, where you don't have to scramble and rush and try to figure out what stuff at. Oh, what did I do with this? What did I do with that? Um,
Mm.
I believe she mentioned Wave Accounting. So
Yes.
I'm gonna look that up now and see if it's in the apps. I'm pretty sure it's in the app store. But that sounds like something that even if you don't have a business, I would say download that, because a lot of times we go out and you touched on something that like in my field of work, if you have a business meeting or a business dinner or a luncheon, you can write that stuff off.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people forget that. It's like, hey, if you're going to have a conversation with someone about something that's of a profession, and like you said, if you got your LLC, you got your life coaching business, All that stuff you can write off at the end of the year.
Yes, that is true.
Knowledge power. A lot of times,
I surely found out all of that stuff when I did it this year. I was like, oh, you need what? Let me go back and find. Let me go look in my statements
Yep. If
because
this is it,
yeah,
it's in the app store. If this the right one, it's a Wave Small Business Software.
cool. I'm most definitely gonna get it on my phone, put my laptop here, so I can kind of zoom and research through it. But I also encourage y'all too, for real, to maybe take that tax class for yourself, just for understanding. Because if you using somebody who is not fully knowledgeable, or the surface people like maybe H&R Block and different places like that, at least you kind of know what bracket you in. You know what you can add on there. And you ain't got to worry about somebody kind of blowing smoke over your head because you done educated yourself. That's the biggest thing in this world is knowing.
And
They
she
can
dropped
take everything away from you, but not that knowledge.
and she
So,
dropped a lot of gems because like you say, we get how we do. Y'all know y'all we talking to y'all out there. We get bamboozled with that quick. Oh, I'm finna go get this 10,000, and she says something that probably went over a lot of people's head. They already know what they gonna file on your taxes. For
hmm
them to tell you they're gonna get you that amount of money before they even seen your 1099. So
yeah, they got a
you know we
whole template, right?
yeah, we ride around and we see them signs out there. We look. I don't care what city you in, what state you in. You see them. Guarantee. Oh, I can cut you a $5,000 check tomorrow. Guarantee to get this. Look, she dropped the gem with that because we all see that mighty dollar sign and we get happy. And seeing that getting happy, that right there, that's done put a lot of people in the world of hurt. And like she said
Right.
too, another thing I picked up on: don't be in a rush to file your taxes. That was a key gem.
Yeah. Like being
You know,
that
so,
first wave to get that money. I understand. You
mhm,
might need to catch up on some bills, clear some debt. But if you can hold off a month or however long, and
mhm.
there are some incentives that pop up that can add more money, hey, it's worth the wait. It's
Oh
worth the
yeah,
wait. So,
yeah. We got to educate ourselves. Then what you like you said, what is true? Because I'm gonna tell y'all now. I'm gonna take the class. I've been doing my own for years, but I'm probably sure your boy done messed up somewhere along the line. But I'm gonna knock on wood. They ain't came looking for me, so I must be doing something right. But like she said, the
okay,
educate.
because you taught me years back.
Yeah, and we we ain't went to jail yet.
We
But
ain't
yeah,
went to
man, one
jail
thing,
yet.
statute of limitations done ran out. But yeah, it's
Mhm.
everything we do. We try to educate our people, man, because y'all know we be the ones that lacking, and we trust people, which is rightfully so. What we do in our lives is we trust people, but you got to make sure that person ain't taking advantage of you. So we all done seen those little Liberty signs, what the little Statue of Liberty lady, people be out there with the signs, come on down, the Liberty tax and all this. Hey
Mhm.
man, we know. And then Crystal she made another point too. You get some people that just run to these H&R blocks. They take a 30-minute class and they sitting there trying to prepare your taxes. They go in one weekend, take the class, and the next
Yes.
weekend they getting hired because they have those fulfillments that they have to fulfill for those locations to make sure they have enough staff. So that may not be the brightest person doing your tax.
I use them maybe twice in my time. And luckily, I got one lady who was very knowledgeable. And I had did mines a year or two prior. So she took those 2 years, went through them, amended them, and I ended up getting money back. The next year, I was like, hey, where this lady at? And they was like, oh, she not here. And so that young lady that was gonna help me this time, she didn't know about first time home buyers credits and stuff. I was like, yeah, I won't be coming back. Mm,
Deuces. Yeah, man. But
right.
and y'all, like I said, it was a two-part. It was a two-part show. We was gonna branch off into different iterations of it. Even on that life insurance tip. Hey, man, she gave us some quick knowledge on that as too. I never thought about it like this, but leave enough for your kids or whoever that they can comfortably put you away, and they have something that's left to them. Uh, man, that's a valuable lesson. And y'all know I got several policies with Globe Life. I'm not on here to promote Globe Life, but if you don't have none, Globe Life is a very inexpensive insurance company. And
I just opened up another one with them today. So I got two with them so far. Yeah.
bang bang. But yeah,
I mean, it's good to have, and then too a will. That way, when you go, you ain't got to worry about nobody fighting over nothing.
'cause guess what,
Everything's
y'all?
set in stone.
You gonna be cold, and you ain't gonna know what they doing, and they fighting over everything. I ain't My kid know
Mm,
I have it outlined. This. But yeah, hey,
yeah,
we just here. And another topic that we, like I said, we definitely got to bring her back when she can really lock in with us. Because it's a movement. A lot of folks getting electric vehicles. There's a huge tax incentive with electric vehicles, but we don't know the shape that this current administration in DC is going to go with the electric vehicles, because the electric vehicle push was under the Biden Harris administration. So we don't know. Well, we know what's going on in DC, but we don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because they're cutting, they're slashing, they're doing. I'm gonna get off
yeah,
that soapbox. Because I got
yeah.
some
What
folks.
about too? The vehicle's over what 6,000 pounds. I
Yeah, I
remember
believe.
that was a
Yes.
push for that too.
Yeah, 6 or 7 thousand pounds, I believe, is a tax write off. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the gross weight of the vehicle. Uh, yeah, like my truck, I have weighted plates on my truck here. Uh, so it's all kind of stuff that we a lot of folks just don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Hey Lou, I see you down here in the comments. Yes, she said my kids will not be fighting for nothing. Right, already set in stone. This is what I need y'all to do. You get this, you get that. Bless my grandbaby, and that be it. Yes,
Absolutely.
'cause
Mm-mm.
I don't know. It happens though in families where they leave this world and it just kid families lose their mind.
And what the old folks say,
Lose their mind.
have your affairs in order. Get your affairs in order. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But yeah, man,
Yeah,
y'all.
people now, oh well, older than us now, already had their plots and every funerals paid for and everything. Only thing you gotta do is just put them in the ground. So
But they
we
we sat back and and like I say, y'all know these, when we get on these shows, we get to talking about stuff. We have a lot of conversation off the show. But it's like they knew. It was like we were scared to talk about, oh, why they talking about that? But it's reality. It's life. And if you think it ain't gonna happen, you naive. So it's like plan your stuff. Like I say, somebody said the other day, said it perfectly. We're not immortal. We're not living forever. We're
nope.
not.
Nope. You said it best. We promised two things: to live and to die.
You gotta
And
work.
like you say, back in the day, I used to be like, "Oh, why they talking about that? Like that's creepy. You ain't going nowhere." But as you get older, you be like, "Man, it makes sense." How they doing everything. Then they bought their plot. They pay for everything. But hell, my grandma right now own obituary. She said ain't nobody gonna put no crazy mess in there about her. So I mean, I get it now. I understand it fully. I just kind of told my kids what I wanted, and
It makes
hopefully
it
they
makes
honor that.
it makes sense. It really makes sense. Like I say, but one thing about them grandmas, and them aunts, and them hey, they know what they want. They know how they want it, and don't deviate from the plan. Yeah. But yeah, for y'all that's joining late, yeah, man, we was sitting here. Like I say, this it's been an amazing show. We was talking about things to do for your taxes, filing statuses, et cetera, that make everything right for you. We was talking about life. We got to talk about life insurance, um, bookkeeping. Definitely have your bookkeeping in order, where you don't have to go digging, trying to find stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't. She ain't at the age where she understand it, but even though she grown, but wait till she get a little more seasoned, then she gonna be like, oh yeah, I see what Mama was talking about. Because I mean, it's life. It happen. They don't want it to, but like you said, yeah, it's necessary to have that talk. I told mine, put me in the wall. They like, no, why not the ground? At least we could come to a private grave and we could talk to you and wherever else. They like the wall. I feel like it's everybody at the in the wall. But I don't know. Like I said, I've had that talk with them several times. Um, so I think they about comfortable with it now. But with
Nursing home. They better wipe my butt. Don't put me in no nursing home.
me, just it's like I say, I always say, life is like a full circle. It is a circle of life because you bring your kids in the world, you take care of them, you wipe their tail, you raise them, and then guess what? When you get old, they gonna wipe your tail
Hey,
and take care of you.
I got a homegirl and she
Yeah,
out there watching this.
cremation too, Lou.
Yeah. She lived by that. The cycle of life. Once you get old, you go back to your childish ways. Hmm.
Alzheimer's, as they call it. Yeah, you can because you think with those type of diagnosis, you most people in that state only remember their childhood, their 20s. They ain't gonna remember nothing that's present. So I get it. I get that concept too. I work with a couple and they could tell you everything about the corner store they went to, the blocks they grew up on, everybody in that time zone. But you ask them about something that happened last week, they won't be able to tell you. So
And I think one thing too, got to start writing stuff down, journaling, because right now, even though certain things we be talking about, and then your mind get fuzzy, and you be like, oh, that what I meant to say. So it is definitely there, man. So for y'all that got that,
just I be in there writing.
I'm gonna start writing my name 100 times.
So it is like you say, it's good to have.
Oh yeah,
That it is.
but yeah, man,
That
y'all.
it is.
That's why it's called When Life Talk, because life gonna talk to you. That's one thing. Life will talk to you when you least expect it, unexpectedly, and it's just it's a cycle. Just like she said, it's a cycle of life. Cycle of life is real.
Mhm.
And as we're
Most
doing this,
definitely is.
and as we're doing this show, we'll be remiss if we didn't say it. Those of y'all that we know Like I say, we veterans. We have a lot of comrades and friends and associates that's federal employees. Hey, keep your heads up. This too shall pass. I know it's your livelihoods. I know it's a lot of boomfoolery going on, but stay strong. Know you got that support system out there. Know that you have people that will support you in those dark moments where you don't have clarity and clear understanding. Just keep your heads up. And if you need to talk to somebody, we are just a phone call away.
Right. Because I've known a couple of people to get that email. That was ridiculous. That was crazy. You sending them an email to say, give me 5 bullet points of something you did um successful at work last week. And you want them to answer it. Some of people I know that and some people say we waiting for further guidance. It just crazy. That like don't make sense.
And not just the email. I
Good
got a
night,
few.
Lou. I'm sorry, Matt.
Oh, you good? Yeah. Good night. Thank you for the support. Yeah, I have a few that I know that have been fired. There's only one way to put it. Uh, so life is gonna life, but as they always say, out of some bad, some good must come. Under Underlina, yes, you can still file your taxes. Underlina, I'm gonna call the people on you. I'm gonna see you. Am I able to? Hey, what you? You still got a social security number? You breathing, right?
Mhm.
She talking about,
That
am I?
fire.
You better file them taxes, them folks.
Mhm.
Hey, they gonna be like, Miss Connor, we've been looking for you. Hey,
Right.
where
Right.
you been? Oh man, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Uh, yeah, you
That
filed
they
that.
do. The
Yeah.
strongest survive.
Oh yeah. But man, y'all,
Gotcha.
y'all know we come on this show, man. It's real life to us. It's reality to us. It touches us in ways, like I say, because we know people that are effective. We try to drop these gems, those little tokens of knowledge, just to put somebody in a better place. Uh, we don't know it all. I'll be the first to admit, don't know it all. We walking through this journey, but as you go along the way, you meet people. Just like for y'all that may have joined late, Joaquina, I actually met her in the NCO Academy several years ago. But now it's been decade plus ago. So you just build up relationships, man. You start building a relationship with good people. You know good people, and you see people doing good work, and you just try to surround yourself with those good people. Yes, only the strongest survive. Absolutely. Yeah. But we gonna keep beating this path though.
It's if you have friends, if you maybe back then you ain't had nothing to farm, but get with somebody who knowledgeable and I guarantee you they can help you complete it. I know somebody. Right. Get your AT together down there.
Hey, hey, but it's
Or
okay
what you
because
waiting
and
on?
I will say I don't. I'm gonna have to try to pin her hashtags and stuff. If you follow Joaquin on IG, she show you some of the returns she do. I mean, of course, y'all, she not putting nobody's name and all the important stuff, but she show you those with income, adjusted gross income, AGI. She show folks that don't have regular jobs, and to Crystal's point, you still they get nice tax returns. So don't be one of the ones out there and they're, oh man, I ain't got a job, so I can't file taxes. Yet, yes, you can, and yes, you should. Uh,
Hmm.
what you waiting on? That to hey, Aunt Delina, years. She said,
Okay.
well, yeah. Well, y'all is
Lord,
always
we gonna get it together.
yeah. Y'all got to get her together.
It's always a pleasure. Y'all could have been doing anything, but y'all rocked it out with us tonight. When Life Talk, a platform where we like to come and have candid conversations, talk about relationships, all the way to politics, conversations that some people don't want to talk about, but we here to
Right.
do that. Um, we love having people to talk back, get their opinions. So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe to Thought Magazine, and let's keep it going.
We gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. But yeah, if you claim you claim if you've lost yes or dependence home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Love you. Thank you, cousin, for tuning in. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Come back again. I promise you'll enjoy it and you'll like it over here.
What's that little thing they be doing now? I don't know how to do that. Oh, that's it right there. Wee. Wee.
That little heart.
But yeah, man.
In
Hey,
her
like
words,
she
I'm gonna
said,
say,
yeah.
ooh, ooh.
Y'all know we love y'all, man. Like I say, man, we wouldn't be nothing without y'all, man. We do this for y'all. We know y'all give up y'all Wednesday night. We give up time.
Yes.
Our schedules be all over the place, man. But just know, uh, this is a brand that we stand on. We appreciate it. We love it. Um, the energy that y'all give us, that keep us going. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
the thoughts, like I say, during the week, if you got something y'all want us to talk about, we here for y'all because we'll get to rumbling, and I get on that soapbox, and when I get on that soapbox, I get if y'all don't know me, I get a little warm about some stuff. Boy, I have to back myself down because I'm just at an age
Yes.
now, and I just and on this journey in life that God, to me, God has given me a voice to just to conversate with people. A lot of people don't know how to have conversation. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay to disagree. We ain't always got to disagree. You got rebuttals. You know what I'm saying? So it's a moment of individuals having candid, like she said, candid conversation, having those difficult conversations, because these are the same conversations that go on in rooms that we used to not be prevalent to be able to go in. So that's what we try to get y'all to understand. That's what we want y'all to understand. Like, hey,
Exactly.
you may be like, man, my car say put a size 16 on it, but my door jam say a size 17. So should I be riding the 16 or should I ride the 17? The manufacturer recommendation say 17, so you might want to go put the 17s on it.
Right.
Appreciate it. Always, man. We just try to bring
Exactly.
that, be a blessing, to others, for the gifts that God has given us. Man, and like I say, uh, I learned something. I walk away from these shows learning something. Cause I promise you that wave accounting, I'm soon as the show in, I'm downloading on the phone. Uh that bookkeeping and record keeping, like she say, you don't have to worry about trying to scramble. Do it at the beginning of the year. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because another one, and we got a lot more questions we got to get to that we, like I say, it may be a third, maybe another episode of this because we have a lot of friends out there that
Yes.
they like to gamble. Gambling is a tax write off too. You just got to know how to do it.
No, yeah.
Them
Mm-hmm.
losses, them
So we
losses
got to get it
add
back
up.
on here.
Oh yeah.
Right.
But y'all, I'm gonna pull up for y'all out there. I don't know if we could pin it. You can follow her. Hold on, let me get her IG up. Well, y'all got her Facebook, Joaquina Warner. Uh, Hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some funk in it. That that fan dude 1099 hurt your feeling. That could be a whole nother show. FanDuel, Prize Picks. We gonna have to
I was
talk
trying to
offline.
figure
Yep.
that one out. I said, oh, no.
Yeah, I got some winnings, but long as you don't get over a certain
Yes.
amount, anything over 10, you got to claim. That 1099 will be coming.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all, as always, man, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Y'all could have been anywhere else. Y'all decided to join us on this Wednesday night. Peace, love, hair grease, all that good stuff in between. We'll see y'all next Wednesday.
Yes. And we out.